Daniel from ASAP. Hopefully you've been following along on the YouTube videos. We've been making our progressions through our air squats, going over mobility, and then also including some weighted squats. I want to start talking about barbell movements. There's the back squat, front squats, overhead squats, there's high bar, low bar, different things like that. And then there's more variations of squats out there, but I want to touch on just the basics. So we're going to touch a little bit on the front squats, back squats, and overhead squats for today. I want to go over hand position. We'll talk about the front squat first. But hand position, we usually are about a thumb distance outside that smooth part of the bar. That usually would line up right outside of our shoulders. So it gets us in a good front rack position. That's a good spot for myself. If you just check yourself before you go into your front squat, try to line up your thumbs onto your shoulders. If we're too narrow, it pulls everything forward and the bar's gonna wanna roll down the shoulders. You also notice my back is rounded this way. When I've spread and open, now I'm supported, everything's straight up and down, you're creating a good shove, okay? So your front rack for your front squats. Okay. And we always wanna make sure that we keep the elbows up. If my elbows start to dip, the bar's gonna wanna slide out. So if we keep the elbows up and squat, everything stays in line, everything's tucked into the pocket, we're getting a good squat position. If you're going into a back squat, kind of the same thing. I usually do my hands in that same position. Some people prefer it out a little bit wider, still work to your comfort zone. But on the back squat, I line up the bar on top of the traps, okay? And that keeps me in line with my squat. As I go down, bar stays over the center of my body, okay? So that's where I'm comfortable with my back squat. There's a few others out there, depending on mobility issues, maybe tight hips or tight ankles, things like that. You may have to be a low bar squatter. In that sense, you're gonna put the bar lower into the traps, because as you squat, most of the time, the people that are doing low bar have this dip forward in the chest. But you notice it's still keeping the bar in line with the body. So you can be a low bar squatter and still stays in line with the body. Last one out there is that overhead squat. The overhead squat requires a lot of flexibility and it's a little bit more demanding on the body, so make sure that you're ready for the overhead squats. But you're gonna start in a snatch grip, so it's a really wide grip on the bar. Same idea, get it on the back, and then we press up overhead. Now we want to make sure that we're pushing up on the bar as hard as we can. That's going to keep our midsection nice and tight. If I start to bend here, I'm going to bend in the middle, everything's going to fall down on me. So think about trying to hold the roof up over your head and squat and back up. And if we're pushing the knees down and out, keep it as nice and in line for that overhead squat. So, go hang out, check out the bar, practice those front squats, back squats, overhead squats. All are very beneficial. All are gonna work the muscles really well. Overhead squats gonna be a little bit more challenging. Follow along. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube, ASAP Fitness, for our Facebook page. For Instagram, check out _ASAPFit_. And definitely leave me some comments. Follow along on our series. The next series we'll be going over some mobility drills on how to get into good positions for the front squats, overhead squats, and so on. Thanks.